Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with some Dawson's Rentals. Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with some Avataro Sentai DonBrothers news in the midst of all of our exciting new writer news that's happening. And the news is we have our first look at the combined form of the main mecha of the series as well as the Six Ranger mecha. You know, obviously the main mecha has been out for a while. A little while back we got our first look at the Six Rangers mecha, which is coming out next month. And people were wondering whether they were going to combine or not, and they are going to combine. And we have our first look at it. And I think it looks pretty good. Like, design-wise, I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, this is amazing. But I do just appreciate having the mecha that combine. I feel like in recent years, not that I mind doing things non-traditionally, but we've kind of had a drought of like bigger combinations or more complete combinations. And this isn't like a 100% complete combination. Like, for all we know, we could have more mecha releases that don't combine with this. But it is nice to have some of those more traditional combinations just because I kind of like to see those. I kind of like to see what it looks like when more of the main Megazords combine. And also, collection-wise, it's always a nice space saver to be able to put the Fuster Cluck in the corner and just have all the pieces together. And by all the pieces, I don't mean like some of them combine and then you have like a bunch of random arms and legs, like a Frankenstein project gone wrong that you have to put into a drawer. So it's nice to actually have a kind of traditional setup, which is kind of funny for DonBrothers because there's a lot of talk going in and going through the series about how non-traditional it is. But their mecha, in terms of the setup, are actually fairly traditional compared to what we've gotten in recent years, where more often than not, like the main mecha won't even be comprised of all the Ranger Zords. You'll have stuff like, you know, the Red Ranger Zord being this main primary Megazord and all that type of stuff. So it's kind of funny. But I just like that it exists and it's kind of a more traditional aspect of it that I enjoy. And even though the design, I think I like the design of the individual two on their own a little bit more. I think it's a solid design and it doesn't look too fugly in my opinion. And it would be like a design I wouldn't mind having on display to save space if I need to. Because like right now I'm thinking I might display them individually because I like their individual forms better, but if I need to save space, that's really nice. Now, I'd be curious to see how many more mecha we're going to get, like main mecha, before the series ends, and if they would combine or not, just because these are quite a bit bigger than we're used to in regards to regular mecha. So it would definitely be interesting, like if we got one or two more and they somehow did combine. I guess we'll kind of know more or be able to speculate more when we get our hands on the Six Rangers one and see what it looks like together to see if there's, you know, like pieces that are setting up for something else. But I think that would be interesting, and I'll be interested to see what the other ones are and if they do combine with this in any way. Only other thing of note that I remember from these scans is we do have a live-action look at Dragoku's mecha, which looks really good. I really do like the design for it, but it just looks even better in the live-action look. And I think if I remember, in our previous look, we only saw like a CGI rendering, and I was worried like, oh, is this only going to be CGI? Because, again, not that I'm against CGI, it's just total CGI. Anyway, but the live-action suits just look really good in this show, so I'm glad to see that. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it for this one. What do you guys think of our combined form of the mecha? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.